And we're back with another Street Talk. It's your host, Sean Asakura from Sean Asakura Films. Today I've got AC from repping Colorado Springs.
Yep.
A guest I'm very excited to talk to because as long as we've known each other and worked together, I don't know a whole lot about you. I know a lot about your music. I know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, when we're hanging out and stuff
Yep.
like that, but there's a lot that I don't know. So maybe that's a good place to start. Can you kind of tell me where your music journey started and things
So
like that?
It all started with my dad. He's the reason why I really got into it. My family's originally from Cali, so came out here. This is where I was raised for the most part. So that's where I got my roots from. Really came from Cali, and
You're
my-
originally from Cali? Sorry to interrupt.
yeah, no, you're all good.
That kind of makes sense, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Where in Cali, if you don't mind me asking?
Compton.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, it's pretty. I kind of had a rough upbringing. I'm not gonna lie about it. Bounced around a lot. Vegas. Lived a bunch of different places. And my dad, he was always a rapper, so I was always like, man, that's tight. I want to be like him. Growing up, seeing that, always seeing people with money, nice cars, just on the block. Really, that's where.
Was he like a serious rapper, or was something that
Yeah.
a big part of his life?
Yeah, it was a huge part of his life. It's pretty much his whole life because that's what he does. It's just he got caught up with some stuff and had to sit down for a little bit, and I think that kind of messed it up for him. So that kind of changed a lot for him.
Does he have music out?
Yeah, he does. He does
Okay.
have some music out, but he doesn't release as much anymore. He has kind of health problems and all that, but I still bring him to the studio with me. Actually, I got a song I let him hop on. He did the whistle on it.
Okay.
It was pretty hard. I was like, dang, because I can't whistle for real.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he hopped on there and whistled. I was like, damn, all right, damn, that's all you got to do.
That is
Go ahead
dope.
and whistle.
Do you want to give him a shout out? If anybody
Yeah.
wanted to go check him out or
Yeah,
whatever,
if you want to check him out, it's Willie Cash. You know what I'm saying?
Willie Cash?
It's my
Okay.
pops.
I'll check him out too.
They don't call me Cash for nothing. That shit was hard.
Is that him?
Yep.
Okay, so he was kind of doing melodic stuff too?
Yeah, he was.
Is that where you picked that up from?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Would you call yourself a rapper or a singer or a mix of both or?
I like to consider myself an artist because as an artist, you should be able to do anything. I don't like to really subject myself to just being like a rapper or a singer. I like to create music that's art. You listen to it and it's beautiful. Like, oh, that's really nice. It has a meaning. It has purpose, rather than just be called like rap or anything like that. Because I could really do any type of genre if I wanted to, and that's what really makes someone an artist, I feel like.
Is there ability to kind of adapt
Yeah.
to things or
Yeah,
create
be
new things?
versatile and,
Yeah.
jump all around the board.
Is there other stuff that you want to do or maybe that you're doing that I don't know about, or things that you want to
Honestly,
do?
I want to get into making instrumental beats, I want to do that because I did get into it when I was like 15, but at the time all my equipment had got stolen, so I kind of put that on the back burner.
Damn, that sucks.
I know, it did suck. I was like, damn, I'll probably be making some cold beats right now. I'm not going to lie.
What happened? It just somebody took it or?
Yeah, like all the equipment I had, the laptop, microphone, everything. I had some equipment, I had some drums, some guitars, but it was really during the time when I was moving back from Vegas,
Yeah.
because I had lived in Vegas for a year, and I was out there, making music, doing my thing.
I got robbed out there too.
It's a
That's
little shiesty,
Yeah, Vegas it's funny because when I moved out there, it's I didn't know where the bad areas were because just swimming pools, fountains,
Yeah.
palm trees everywhere.
It was nice.
And then, I was talking to people and they were like, you moved where? Like off Nellis? What?
yeah, it was pretty. It was an experience. I'll say that for sure.
So is Colorado's home though?
Yeah, for the most part. I do want to move somewhere eventually, but I always want to have like a house out here, so that's why I'm looking into buying a house out here and just, traveling around,
Yeah.
living wherever.
What is it about Colorado compared to, say, like Vegas or California that
I think the mountains.
Yeah.
I fell in love with the mountains.
you spend a lot of time in the mountains?
I try to when I can, I work a lot, so
Yeah.
I got 2 jobs.
2 jobs.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I've been doing that for about like 5 years now. 4 or 5 years.
And you're still able to find time to record
Yeah,
and all that.
it gets hard. It gets tricky.
So what's your schedule like? I
So
mean,
I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, go in at 4, get off at 1, go into my second job at 4, get off at 9, and just Monday
so
through
from
Friday I
9
do
to
that.
3 that's about all the time you got?
Yep, about from 1 to 4, 1 to 3. Yeah.
Do you
1
got,
to
oh, so
3.
you can take a nap real quick.
Yeah, that's
maybe.
what I usually do.
Yeah.
And then
You're probably
night,
sleep
you know.
deprived.
I'll work on some music, whatever.
Yeah.
The weekends, I usually always have like a Sunday off. I really like that, having the Sunday off, just being able to relax and lock in.
Having a full day.
And yeah. But then next day, it's right back to it.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm always on go. I don't really have time to.
Does like the music keep you motivated? Is that really kind
Yep.
of what you're working towards? Is just like,
Yeah,
you
because
know.
I've always looked at it as like a hobby, as like an outlet, So I never really looked at it for like a way to make money. But even though I could, it was just always just an outlet for me to free my mind, get stuff off my chest.
Is that the goal though? I mean,
Yeah, maybe one day. I always
Yeah.
tell people this because they're always like, drop your music, drop your music. I have like 3 albums probably right now that no one's ever heard of. But every time I show someone, I'm excited because I'm like, oh, I really want your opinion. They're like, oh, this is really good. Why haven't you dropped it?
yeah.
I'm just like, man, I don't want to be famous, And I got some cousins that are famous, I'm related to Cowboy,
Okay.
King Von,
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
so my roots go kind of deep with music. It's just in me.
Is it you don't want to, like, if you take it too serious, then it takes away the
Yep.
fun in it? Is
Yep.
that really
Take
what?
it too serious and you don't really have no fun. It's not an outlet anymore. It's just kind of trapped. You're kind of stuck. You're trying to do what people want to hear instead of how you feel and putting your own emotion, your own twist to it. So
Okay.
that's the thing for me about it.
So I guess with that then, like, do you have specific goals of things that you want to do with music? Like maybe
Oh, yeah.
certain stages you want to hit or certain features you want to get or certain connections you want to get made, like stuff like that?
Honestly, my biggest goal is just being able to change people's lives, That's what I want to do. I want to make a song that changes someone's lives. That someone's like, oh, I listened to that, it was different. Made me want to do better. Made me want to try harder. If someone is on drugs, it made me stop doing drugs or like made me turn to God, stuff
Yeah.
like that. That's my biggest goal.
You want to inspire people?
Yeah, being an inspirational type artist,
Well, you got to put the music out for
I
them
know,
to hear.
that's what, they say that
Yeah, you
too,
can't
and I'm like,
sandbag it. Nobody's going to be able to hear it.
man, I feel bad. I gatekeep my music. Yeah.
What can you tell me maybe some of the history? Like, did you have like some wins out there, maybe even some losses too in music? Like anything that stands out?
When I was 16, I was doing a lot of shows and stuff like that. I was doing a lot and putting a lot of money into it, and it would sometimes fall through.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing,
Was that in the Springs? Or is that-
Yeah, I did some in Vegas and some in Springs. I did one in Arizona. But yeah, it was just it was kind of janky,
Yeah.
You run into a lot of janky people that,
Sure.
think they know what they're doing, and it gets real. You really got to watch where you put your money at, and that's why I just decided to invest it in myself and just put it all on me and just be independent,
Was it like showcase type stuff? Is that what?
Yep.
Because were there like pay X amount of dollars to get on stage?
Yeah,
and then they
I did
start-
get paid a couple times, but it just
Yeah.
wasn't. It didn't even out. It was kind of
Yeah.
a little bit of a loss, So I'd rather just like do it on my own.
Yeah.
And then anything I do is just all me, If I make a profit, I make a profit. If I don't, at the end of the day, I'm still the profit,
Yeah.
Speaking,
But yeah, you
changing
got to make
people.
your own decisions and things like that. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
How is the scene in the Springs? I hear a lot of different things.
There's definitely a scene for it. It's kind of like, I look at it like crabs in a bucket, There's everybody wants something, but nobody wants to help each other,
Yeah.
I do see that as being like the culture is like tearing people down rather than lifting people up, because you go somewhere else and everybody's like, oh, rooting for you and stuff, but at the end of the day, it kind of sucks.
It's the same
kinda
thing they say
sucks.
about Denver. I mean, I'm not an artist, so I don't experience that, but I see what people are talking about. I see why
Yeah.
they say that.
There's not really as much teamwork. Like you go somewhere out, Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? They know how to collaborate and come together and do things rather than out here. It's kind of like, every man for themselves.
For
in a way.
sure.
At least that's what I learned from it.
Are there opportunities out there? Would you say there's like if you're a musician or like a rapper, singer specifically, that there's opportunities to make moves out there of some sort?
Not as much. The only really opportunities I've ever seen is at like Sunshine Studios. You know,
Mhm.
I think Black Pegasus, he's done some things like that, but it's really it's kind of real small. It's not really gonna get you anywhere. You know, you got to
Yeah.
venture out. The bigger opportunities are probably gonna be in Denver, and even then, you know, you really gotta stick your neck out for it.
It's still kind of limited. Do you think if you lived in, let's say, like Atlanta or something, like your outlook on music would change?
Oh yeah,
'Cause
definitely.
You'd see it as like an actual achievable dream in a way.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be as working as much as I do now because, you know, out here things are expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
But you're not leaving Colorado, right? So
not
that's not
anytime
really.
soon. Maybe within the next 5 years. I've been thinking about it. People have been like pushing towards it. My cousin just moved out to Vegas,
Yeah,
and you know he's saying, man, I should come out there. He's bound a bunch of people that got stuff going on, but you know people say things all the time. I'll wait. I'll wait it out. Patience is everything, you know.
if you were to go somewhere, that's an option though. That would be like on the list of places to go is back to Vegas.
Yeah, maybe. I really want to go to Atlanta though. I got a lot of cousins out there, you know.
Yeah,
They've been pushing for me to come out there, you know. It'd be lit.
I think either way, like Vegas seems like their scene's growing quite a bit.
Hmm.
It didn't seem like there was much of one because it's such a strange town, you know. Like just
Yeah.
there's no town like it.
Yeah.
But with the arts district and stuff like that now, it seems like the scene's kind of coming together. But yeah, Atlanta's.
Yeah, they're always gonna
I mean, that's the mecca, yeah,
they're always gonna have it going on.
for music and things like that. Yeah, so I've heard kind of slightly off topic, but not totally. This is just what people have told me. You're single, right?
Yeah.
What's the Springs like? I heard it's freaky down there.
Man, it is. It's real freaky out there, I tell you right now. Everyone knows each other, and if you hook up with someone, somebody probably done hooked up with them too before. So
Okay.
it's kind of like, dang, like you can't have no one to yourself.
Is this the base down there? Like, does that have an effect on like the scene?
It might, honestly, they look for you know, everybody wants a handout. You know, I see that with girls a lot. They always want someone, you know, to depend on, lean on, take care of them, which isn't bad. But you gotta match the energy, you know. I know sometimes it might be like 70-30,
Yeah.
but if it's always just one-sided, that's not really cool, you know. You can't just be giving your all and you get nothing back in return. Because that's kind of how it is in the scene, you know, people, and then they trap you, you know, next thing you know, you're in a toxic relationship, you're just baby mama, baby daddy.
Yeah.
That's the type of stuff that goes on, you know.
And it doesn't sound too much different from up here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just everybody knowing each other and stuff like that. But it was just recently somebody was telling me that. And
Yeah.
we got into a little conversation about it. And I was like, I don't know.
It's not
Like,
good.
I'm not out there. I'll ask somebody who knows. So,
Yeah, it's not that good.
yeah. So, well, getting back to music, though. Who are, like, some of your inspirations? Like, who are you inspired by?
Nipsey Hussle, Kendrick Lamar, Tupac, Eazy-E. Yeah, those are probably my biggest inspirations.
All right. Eazy-E's, that's kind of I don't want to say a deep dive, but I haven't heard that one, at least in a long time. That was like kind of
Just
the,
raw, you know.
probably the first song you ever heard? Like,
Yeah.
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 Talk about like some of that, like I guess because your dad was a rapper, so you
Oh,
you were
yeah.
probably exposed to
All types
music,
of
rap
music.
music, and things like that at an early age. Do you remember do you have some of those memories, like early memories?
Oh yeah, I mean, he always used to hang around a lot of different rappers. I remember he used to mess with like Spice One. You know, that was motivating for me seeing that. He did a song with him before, I think. And
Really?
Oh yeah.
Is that out?
I can't tell you if it is or not,
Hmm.
because it was different back then. You know, CDs.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and
might
then-
not have ever made it to the streaming platforms. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, but I do remember seeing him one time and talking to him. He's like, "Yeah, just keep going. don't stop. Whatever
Yeah.
you do, just don't stop. Got to keep going. Sometimes it gets hard, but shoot, keep going with it, and that's what I do. Keep going.
Have you tapped into any of those resources as an adult, like making a
Nah.
song with Spice One? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, I probably could. I definitely probably could, and that's what I'm like. Dang. My biggest fear is somebody taking like the credit for like what I've done.
Yeah.
All the talent, all the hard work I put into it, and then it just for all to go to someone else just because I did a feature with him. Oh, you only big because of him.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like kind of getting discredited
Yeah,
for.
for stuff
Okay.
that I really worked hard for and really.
Do you? So is that even like? You don't have any interest in doing stuff like that, or?
Not really. I
Yeah.
really don't. As much as I would love to, do features with bigger artists, I just don't. It doesn't pique my interest.
Okay. What's then? What's in the future? I guess we kind of talked about that a little bit, but what do you have?
Honestly, just making a whole bunch of music videos. That's my goal. Just making them all, dropping them here and there. I really want to drop these albums. I have about 3 albums I could drop, but I'm like always waiting for the right time. But there's never a right time. I've been hearing, you just got to do it. If
Yeah.
you wait for the right time, time's gonna be gone. That's what I've been hearing. So
Yeah, you probably should just
yeah, just drop them.
let the public decide, I guess.
Yeah.
So you've got to see kind of how the game works, like in the generation before you, and you're
Mhm.
in it in this generation. And just talking about how things have changed, like you're talking about like CDs, and now it's all about streaming, and
Oh yeah.
like I've been talking to different artists about like whether or not even performing matters anymore. Like,
Really doesn't, because all the streamers and they're at home doing it.
Yeah.
They're getting it's like it's kind of pointless. Don't nobody want to really. I mean, I guess if you're a huge artist, they still got the like Chris Brown. He's always gonna sell out a freaking arena.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It's different for like that, but nowadays you kind of gotta stream it.
Do you feel like it's a waste of time though, or
Oh no,
is it still like a skill you should have and like
definitely something you should have.
yeah,
Because if you don't have that, then like, are you really a performer? Are you really like an entertainer? Or can you really even
right.
pop up and make a crowd go wild?
Yeah. When you write, like, who do you write for? Do you have like do you think about that in a way? You know what I mean? Like you're writing
Yeah.
for a type of girl, or you're writing for yourself, or you're writing for,
I like a lot of times it is about myself and about experiences I've been through, maybe like family, past traumas. But I do like to write for girls. You know what I'm saying? It gives me a good feeling. I love making like love songs, really. But everybody has those times, they're in a bad spot and they just feel real aggressive. I make aggressive music too. And yeah, it just depends on the mood, the feeling I'm in,
Yeah.
how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking about. A lot of times I think about my older brother though. He died from cancer
how long ago was that?
5 years ago. I think he was 27.
Damn.
And I just
sorry.
turned 27, so
Yeah.
it's like I think that's been a big influence on me this year, making music. But I made some good songs, I feel like, out of it.
About your brother?
Yeah.
I don't know if I picked
well,
up on that.
Stemming
Yes.
from that,
Okay. Yeah, sorry to hear that. He wasn't involved in music, was he? Or
No, he was just a smart kid.
yeah.
Stayed out the way. Always took care of my grandma. He was a big role model in my life, seeing that, because I didn't really have much of that growing up.
Yeah.
Everybody just wanted to, live in the streets, go have fun, party. You know what I'm saying?
How are the streets in the Springs? Like, is it? Because that's another thing too. Is like I don't really know much about it, and then like you drive through, you're like, it looks like a mountain town. I've heard it's kind of dangerous sometimes. Though.
Oh yeah, it's just every spot, every place is gonna have their their ghettos or their places that aren't too good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much. I'm not gonna say there's much of it, but there is some spots. It's just like, it's kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
People hanging outside. The gas station like Fountain and Shelton. Always hanging out outside. You gotta worry about, I don't know, just people on drugs. Tweaking.
Sure, there's a lot in this area right
Yeah,
here.
you know, it just depends. But it's everywhere, so you can't really. Every place is gonna have their ghettos, and even the best places, you know, always someone that wants to be an outlaw, go against the grain, freaking
Just yeah,
cause
looking for
trouble.
opportunities.
You know
Sure.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how I see it too. I've heard some stories recently. I was saying I
Yeah.
need to spend more time out there so I can kind of get a better feel
Oh
for like the springs.
yeah.
Do you like are you like do you know a lot of the artists like out there up here and stuff like that? Like a lot of the
Oh yeah.
like people in town?
Oh yeah. I know a lot of them. Like Hunter Round Honcho. I grew up with him. Freaking Lil Mac Diddy. I don't know if you ever heard of him. I grew up with them. You know what I'm saying? So I really know a lot of the artists that do come out of Colorado. But like I said, it's like not many people work together. You know,
Yeah.
FYL Jack. I knew him. Cool dude. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people. Really do.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Is not so much working with them or anything like that, but just you know, they're like your peers in a way, so you can kind of see
Yeah,
like you know like how
and it's
everybody's
cool like seeing how they came up, like, and seeing their music and where they went with it. It's like it's beautiful. I love seeing it.
yeah.
It's dope.
Did you happen to see? You follow Mile High Minute, right?
Yep.
Did you see the
The-
list?
Yeah.
Did you
I don't know. I don't even. I did see the list.
did you have any feelings on it?
I don't know. I had mixed feelings. I was like, because a lot of them I really haven't even like heard of. So it's
Yeah.
like, there was a couple on there like, oh okay. You know, it was kind of funny. I thought it was kind of funny.
So it didn't really. You were just kind of like I don't know.
Yeah,
just,
it's like I asked someone's opinion.
yeah, someone's opinion didn't really matter. They got a little worked up. I know out here in Denver, and I think that's because almost everybody on the list was from Denver.
Yeah.
I think so. So yeah, there was some hurt feelings for
Yeah,
sure.
there's a lot of good artists that people never hear of, you know, just because
Yeah,
they're out the way.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, shoot, man, we're kind of getting to a point where we can kind of wrap it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You got anything you want to shout out or?
No, shout out to you. Big shout out to you.
Oh, right on, man. Appreciate it.
You're doing it. You know, I like it. I love how you're doing it. I love how things are coming together, you know.
Thanks, man.
It's cool.
We're gonna have some new content that we just made today. It's
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out pretty soon.
Yep.
That'll be dope. And then just how about some links? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, AC Flows. That's what I go by. You know, YouTube. I got videos on YouTube. And look forward to dropping an album this year. So that's something big.
All right.
Because I've been needing to do that for some time now.
Yeah, we're waiting to hear it.
Yep.
Let me know.
It's going to be good. Hey, it's going to be good. I promise you. Heartfelt.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, man.
Yep,
Appreciate it.
you. Right on.
Eh.